Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I'm gonna show you an older video. I have a lot of new subscribers on my channel right now, and this is one that's probably going back towards a good year. One that didn't get a whole lot of traffic. So be prepared for maybe a little cringy. I was very new and might be a little shy, camera shy a little bit. So just bear with me, but I do hope you enjoy because there are some cute DIYs. I'm actually doing a tier tray, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And like, subscribe, and yeah, thanks. Bye. Hey everyone! Thank you for coming back to Simply Blessed Crafts. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're gonna look into doing some DIYs for your tier tray, and I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's get into DIY number one. So this little hexagon block, I'm pretty sure I got it from Michael's, but I'm not positive. I know Dollar Tree sells these as well. These napkins I got from Target, and I'm just peeling off the second layer. They usually come in 2-ply. I recommend peeling that off because otherwise it gets like bubbly in between the two layers if you try Mod Podging it. So right here I'm just grabbing the Mod Podge and I'm putting on a thin layer. And then I just kind of just press it down lightly. Don't go too heavy-handed when you're pressing it down because it will tear. I'm going over it with a second coat of the Mod Podge here. Here I'm kind of going around the edges while it's still wet. And if you don't like the rustic look, I don't recommend doing that because it does tear because it's still wet. You can go over with a sanding block like I am right now. I'm just kind of getting all the little tiny pieces that were left behind. But I do recommend, if you don't like the rustic tour look, to not do what I just did. I actually like that look, so I went along with it. I'm just grabbing some of these transfers, and I chose to do little sheep. Now, I apologize, guys, with the lighting. I feel like when I don't use my extra light that it gets too dark, but when I'm doing transfers like this, it shines on them so badly to where you can't see the little transfer that I'm doing. And I noticed that in a couple spots in this video, but I think the sheep were super cute. And it kind of fits with this theme. Not only they're baby sheep and it's springtime, and a lot of spring is, about new life and all that. And also sheep is kind of more of the lamb of God type thing, so I figured it would be perfect. DIY number 2. This little canister, the watering can, if I can spit it out. This little thing I got for 50 cents at a garage sale last year. And I'm just literally just cutting some pretty purple daisies that I got from Dollar Tree. I use one full bundle pick for this. And just fill up the can. And then I decide I needed something on the front of it. So I grabbed one of the Dollar Tree calendars. This one's the Farm Fresh one, as you could see at the beginning. I just cut off an image that I liked. This one has like a little bust that says fresh flowers, and it has them all lined up. And I grab my glue stick and I just get some glue on there and glue it down. A lot of these DIYs are really simple ones, just to decorate the tier tray. DIY number 3. This little plaque I know I got from the Dollar Tree. And then this scrapbook paper I got from a scrapbook bundle booklet from Michaels last year when they were on sale for 2 for $20. So this was one of the pictures inside of it. And I attempted here to go over it with my sanding block, but the paper was just too thick. I think I need a new sanding block, to be honest with you. So I just cut the edges as close as I could around with my scissors. And then this spot here, I grabbed my X-Acto knife and I went around the edge. It was close, but I couldn't get it with the scissors, and so I figured I'd do this. And I do go over it with a sanding block too. I got a couple of like really tiny little edges that I wanted to get off, and it did work with the tiny little pieces. But this little bike I got from Hobby Lobby. The original price was actually $9.99, but I got it for like 50% off, so they had a deal going on. Right now I'm just going around the edges of that plaque with some Waverly Waverly wax, antique wax. I really like that. One of my probably pretty close to my favorite combinations is brown and pink. They just go together so well. And I decided I was going to do the bike the same color. Now I'm just gluing it down right there in the middle. And I got these little tiny flowers. They have like little music notes on them, and some of them have like little polka dots and stuff. And I got these from Hobby Lobby a while back, and I just wanted to put a few in that little basket on the bike, just to give it kind of like a 3D effect. I thought it turned out cute. They have like little wooden beads in them too, it looks like. They're just cute. And that's pretty much all I do for that one. DIY number 4. So I grabbed one of these terracotta pots. They come in a 3-pack from Dollar Tree. And I'm only using one today. I got some, I think they're wax paper. It feels like it would be wax paper. I got like a couple, there's several of them actually, little bundles of these little tiny pictures. They have all kinds of different designs. These ones are, I went through and I kind of just ripped out ones that were more springish. Like they have little butterflies and flowers and trees and any kind of like little grouping of spring decor. And I just ripped out some of these. I got these from Amazon. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I just basically kept going around the entire pot until it was completely full. And then I'm just going around the edge with some scissors and cutting off the excess so it would sit flat. You can kind of see a little bit of what I'm showing you. And I apologize for my voice, guys. I got a little bit of a cold and the sniffles. But then I grabbed some reindeer moss that I got from Dollar Tree as well, and I just put a little clump of it inside this thing, and these little bundle of pretty orangish yellowish flowers. I don't know. I did about half a pick on this, just a couple of them, just to kind of fill out the little terracotta pot. DIY number 5. This one I got from Dollar General back in the fall. And I probably literally didn't have to do this. I do paint it with some chalk paint, the color plaster. I probably didn't have to because you don't see the middle of it anyway, but I wanted to make sure that none of that was going to be visible. Then I just grabbed some of these solo wood flowers that I got off of Amazon. I just picked out some of the colors that I liked. I do end up switching out one of the flowers here later because I didn't like how it was fitting. But I basically just glued a bunch of them down beside each other and try to get some patches that looked cute. I should have probably started with the big flowers first, but it turns out really cute. I'm just going around gluing them down. I really like that blue one. The purple one too. It's really pretty. I'm just, going around the edges, trying to fill it up as much as possible. And this is the one I actually change out. I push it in there, but it just seems like it was sticking out way too much. So I grabbed a smaller one, and it was actually another one of the white roses that I have on the bottom. So I didn't want them to stick out like too much, so I ended up pushing them down and stuff in there. But there you go, DIY number 6. This one's just a couple of salt and pepper shakers that I got from Dollar Tree, and I took off the tops and I'm just painting them. That color is Ballet Slipper from Waverly. I do 2 coats on these just to make sure they're covered really well. Now this one, that's the color that I wanted it to be, but it was just, because it wasn't a chalk paint, it was just way too light, and I was going to have to paint like 20 coats on here. So is what I did is I went over it with 1 coat of the agave chalk paint from Waverly, and then I go over it 2 more times with that color to give it more of the color that I wanted. I really like that color. I am so into turquoise right now, it's not even funny. These little picks here I got from, the roses there I got from the Dollar Tree, but they look like wheat grass of some sort. I got those from Dollar General as well for $1. DIY number 7. So I got this little birdhouse from Boys and Girls Club. I've had it for a while, and I'm going over it with plaster paint in Waverly. I do end up going over this once with this, and then another coat of it I went over it with a linen white in Rust-Oleum chalk paint, just because I I really need to go and get me some new paint, or I need to water this stuff down. It's just getting way too thick. Sorry for the noise in the background. My husband just came home and my cat's running amok. So now I'm going over with the chimney in Timeless Gray. And I go over this like 2.5 coats. I wanted to make sure it was covered really well. And then after that, I decide that I was going to paint this house the same color that I painted that turquoise salt and pepper shaker from the previous DIY. Like I said, I'm digging this color. I don't know what it is about this color, but it's so pretty. I do go over this with that color probably a good 2.5 coats as well. The bottom of it, I'm kind of going over it right now with the same color I painted the roof, which I think is, like I said, Timeless Gray. I was debating on whether I wanted to go over it with green or gray, but I figured I'd just do it with gray. I chose to do a little number on the side of this house. I thought it would be super cute. I grabbed some of the Dollar Tree transfers. They have a lot of different kinds of transfers there, rub-on transfers, and I chose to do this little number 4. And I just grabbed what was closest to me, which was my screwdriver, and to be honest with you, I think it worked out super well. It rubbed on so nicely. I'm gonna have to probably remember that. Saved my hands a lot. Sometimes when you rub over these transfers with that little wooden stick or something that they give you, it doesn't work as well. Alright, so this, I wanted to do something different with the roof, or not the roof, the chimney. I wanted to do some kind of like stone look to it. I didn't have no little rocks that would be small enough for this, so I come across these little I don't know, they're kind of like beads, I guess. They're not really, they look like diamond studs, I guess. And I just went over the top there in a long round circle, but the rest of it I kind of just filled it in as best I could. And then I went over it with the Timeless Gray too to give it a little more color. I did go 2 coats over that as well. But I really, really loved how that turned out. It turned out a lot nicer than I thought it was going to. Look at how cute. So cute. And then I thought it was still missing something, so I grabbed another one of my Sola Wood flowers and I just glued that down to the side of it just to give it a little more texture. Just added something to it. And that's it. That's to the final review. And let me know, guys, down in the comments below which one was your favorite, and if you like what you see, if you liked the content and stuff, if you want to see more of these in the future, let me know. I will be happy to do these. If you've watched any of my other DIYs, you can see that I've added a couple of my older DIYs to my tier tray as well. Some projects that you never actually seen either. I apologize for that. Like that yellow birdhouse, that one's actually an old one that I never did record It was before I started my YouTube channel. I really love that house. I think the house is my favorite. I love the color. I love how the little chimney came out. And I don't know what it is about that little number 4, but it just makes that birdhouse. It's just so cute. Alright guys, thank you again. Please like and subscribe. That would be awesome. I really need your support. Let me know down in the comments below which ones you like, and